Yeah, it's your boy Matt on Sax, and we back for another episode of NuMainstream Talks. We out here, we got another fire artist with us today. One of the big three, the last and certainly not the least of the big three that we've had on the show today. It's my boy Forever Jabron. Known him for a few years. He's a monster out here. He got a song that's out streaming. It's out. You might have seen him or heard him on 102 Jams. He's been out here putting in a lot of work. So let's everybody give it up for my boy, my teammate, my friend, Forever Jabron.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, what up, boy?
What up? Appreciate y'all for having me.
Oh, yeah.
Matt with the introduction, crazy.
You already know, bro. It's all love.
How y'all doing?
Oh, can't complain. Hope you're doing all right. Thank you again for coming out and supporting the brand, trying to make something big out of everything that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to grow together as a family. We're going to work. We're going to make it happen. Let's do it. So, Jabron.
What up?
My guy. I've always wanted to know what got you into the music scene and what got you started trying to do what you're doing now.
What got me into the music scene? I'll start with what got me started. So really, I'm just really a naturally quiet person, you know, because you've been around me a whole lot. I'm really like naturally a quiet person. So it just kind of was like my way of an outlet to like express myself, end up talking more. And then as I got into like my teenage years, I just started liking music just a little bit more and more and more. Then I started writing and I was like, oh, I'm actually good at this. And then I realized like, nah, I'm actually like really good at this. And that's where it kind of like just kept going.
I love it.
And then as far as the music scene, I was working for real, just working different jobs and stuff. And I was just like, yo, I am not happy, like, this ain't it. And I was like, I had some good jobs too. Like, I was a general manager of Burger King for a little while. I was driving 18-wheelers. I was a supervisor at a steel fabrication plant. I had some good jobs for real, and I was just like, yo, I am not happy. So that's what made me just go ahead and like put my foot out there and my faith and just start tapping in, trying to find that space.
Get you some. I'm happy you started doing what you're doing because it's been beautiful watching you work and seeing your fruits of your labor come to fruition.
Appreciate it. Likewise, y'all been doing y'all thing.
Oh, bro, we be trying to keep up with y'all. I'm still waiting on my growth spurt and stuff. Brother, that ship is sailed and sunk, but anyway.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have to grow in different ways. We in there.
100.
But let's see. All right, so you said you got into music and stuff, and you started liking more music when you were a teenager and stuff like that. So what were some of your influences growing up?
All right, so I had always heard like a whole lot of like music and stuff like that, because my mom's, man, she used to have the big speakers, the radio system.
Yes, sir.
Every Friday, music going crazy.
Big fact.
But what kind of like started drawing me in personally definitely was like, as a kid, I feel like we all was, even if people don't want to admit it, I was definitely a fan of Bow Wow. Like, I was like, yo, bro, like,
Bow Wow was at our age and stuff. Yeah.
So like, of course, like Bow Wow, but when I started like actually liking music myself thoroughly, I would have to say like Lil Wayne, Cassidy for real, because I was a big battle rapper fan for real.
I can dig
Cassidy, and I was really a big Usher fan. Like, I thought I was gonna be a singer for real. I don't know how I started rapping. Like, my first CD was Usher My Way and everything.
Right.
I don't know how I started rapping. I just knew I was gonna be a singer. But here we are.
That's wonderful.
Nah, for real.
That's what's up. So you said those were your influences. Do you have any like personal influences like closer to you, like in your family, that also do music, or is it like you were one of the first ones to really step out and make music your stilo, your thing, or something that you focused on?
Nah, I got some cousins and stuff that make music and stuff, but we wasn't necessarily like, we was close, but we wasn't close enough to where I was involved in like their music process and stuff like that. I was just kind of like off to the side, like learning and teaching myself, because like they was a little bit older, so you know how that goes. Just like, y'all close, but y'all ain't super close.
Right.
And my great aunt, I just found out recently, like she had like a deal and everything. She was a part of a group. I forgot like the name and all that. But it was like way back in the day.
Oh, man.
So I guess it's almost like it's in my blood, but like didn't nobody necessarily stick to it and follow through.
Yeah, okay. How's it, Kyle? You want to ask anything?
Yeah, man. So what's your process when you create?
Process when I create?
Yeah.
I be trying to make sure I'm like as comfortable as I can before I even start.
Yeah.
And then I don't have no expectations for nothing. Like, so sometimes, you know, you might hear a beat or something like that and you'd be like, oh, this sounds like a love song. I don't even restrict myself to that. I just listen to it and see what emotions it pull from me. And then like I'll start a kind of like freestyle and stuff like that, but not necessarily thoroughly.
Yeah.
And I'll find like a little cadence I like, or like an idea might come to me like, okay, this is what this song is saying to me, or this beat, this is what I'm gonna write about. And then like I might start off writing the verse. I just write the verse with like no necessarily like subject and topic, because I know like eventually I'm gonna get to a space where it feel like it's finished, and then I'm just look at that and then try to continue from there, and then just let it go like organically for real.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's dope. That's really dope.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so like, what are you currently like, where are you at in your career right now?
Right now, I'm at a place where I'm realizing like everything that I was doing was good, but it's not enough. So I'm really like just starting everything over from scratch.
Okay.
So it's just like digging into the sound more. Really, I kind of been neglecting like the heavy rap side of myself.
Yeah.
Like I definitely been putting out like a lot of love songs and stuff, and I love those songs.
Those are dope.
But I just had to teach, or not even teach myself. I just been learning like, yo, I can have both of those sides be present at the same time. Like I don't necessarily gotta neglect one side, but like it's not that I like one side better than the other. There's sometimes I be writing some crazy love songs, or like crazy songs for women, and then sometimes I'm like, nah, you know what, bro, you can rap. Like, nah, you can let people know you can rap. Like, 'cause some people don't even be knowing until I drop like a freestyle, and they be like, yo, nah, you can really rap. I'm like, nah, yeah, that's where it started. Yeah, just in the space for real, just making sure that I fall in love with it, and then just respecting the game, because you know, at one time you could be talented enough, and that's all you needed. But now it's just like it's about the numbers. So it's just like I do got like the talent, I do got like the resources and stuff like that. But it's like a matter of if I don't get the numbers, ain't none of that gonna matter.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna push back on the numbers. What do you mean by numbers?
Just like the fan support, the spins, like literally just something that people can see. Like, I feel like the way people support us, it's a lot of belief in that, and like we can see it when they come to shows and stuff like that. But like everybody not able to come to like where we at moments, like even if we in different states and stuff.
Yeah.
So we need to be able to present something to people to where like they can see it thoroughly. Like it's like, oh, somebody playing this song 100,000 times or like 500,000 million times. Like, bro, gotta be dope. Cause like it's like I said it one time in an interview. Every king wear a crown because niggas respect what they see.
Yeah.
It's like the crown don't necessarily make the king. Like the man that the king is makes him a king.
Right.
But it's just like you just gotta have that crown because people respect crowns.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all heard that? NuMainstream.
First.
Forever Jabron.
More like kings.
More like kings, baby. Yeah. Yeah. So, tell me, like, I really want to know, like, your process when you do your shows. Like, is there a process that you go through as far as creating a set list and stuff like that, or do you just go off the vibe of a crowd, or you like when you get booked for a show, do you like, all right, I got these songs I know it's gonna work, or do you experiment with your catalog at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both, honestly. So like, I do got songs that I feel like are great for intros, and I can't put them nowhere else.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I got a song called Dinner for Two. So like, if I ever performed Dinner for Two, I had like trial and error. One day I stuck it at the end of a set. I think I was at Boxcar, and I was just like, this kind of killed the whole vibe. Like everything was still cool, people were still rocking, but like the energy was just so consistent. I was like, all right, nah, Dinner for Two always got to be first or never.
Okay.
So it's just like stuff like that. I do got certain songs where it's just like, all right, or even like the real heavy rap songs, because like a lot of my stuff is love based now.
Yeah.
So like I might start with this rap music and then switch into like the love songs, just so I can like let people know it's just like, all right, you don't know what you about to get.
Right. Right.
Because if I do love song, keep rapping, it's just like, to some people, regardless of like the subject matter and stuff like that, it's gonna all feel the same and blend the same. So I've been trying to make sure I keep people as interested. But as far as like the set and all that, I do got songs I know that definitely work because it's just like you gotta like please the crowd.
Right.
But I also too like, oh, I just recorded this song last week. Let me see how this feel like. Let me see how that sound like. I enjoy doing that too because like that's another way and a chance for me to be like, oh, let's see how this works.
Yeah.
It might work, it might not. It's still gonna be a good performance, but I might learn something about that song. Like, oh, okay, so I don't necessarily need to be moving for this song. Or I need to stand still. Or this might be a song for the end. Just like you know, trial and error, but that's kind of like the process for real. And I'm definitely big on how I feel. Like, say if I got a 15-minute set, I don't even want it to feel like 15 minutes. I want it to feel like, yo, that's it. Like, I need more. So, like, if I'm practicing it and rehearsing at the crib and it feels too long to me when I'm practicing it, I'm like, nah, this ain't it. Like, I need to remove a song, move some songs around, cut something short, add something in there. But I don't never want it to feel too long because, like, if I'm practicing it and it feels too long, I'm just like, nah. If I'm getting bored, somebody else gonna get bored.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's dope. Yeah, I like the process. Well, because I mean, I've seen you live, and you definitely have a way with the crowd. Like the crowd really trusts you once they hear you.
Yeah.
You know, and I noticed that I'm like, they be looking and then like he'll start going. They be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, yeah. All right, what else you got? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I think especially around the artists that we all around here, because you know we all fuck with each other and all that stuff. And that's one thing like I learned from your performances. I'm like, oh yeah, so he really sets the vibe first, then he gets the trust of the crowd. Then once he got the trust of the crowd, he can pretty much go where he want to go, and they gonna follow him. But I think it's just your presence on stage. You have a very trusting presence on stage. Like I know, like all right, he different. You know what I'm saying? Because you know some cats get on stage, no disrespect. Well, if y'all take it that way, yeah, I'm talking about y'all. But I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But you know, like sometimes, like a lot of artists, like when they get on stage, like they gotta prove it. Almost like they gotta prove it to themselves. They gotta prove it to themselves before they can perform. You know what I'm saying? And with you, it's just like you already know, like, oh, okay, he on stage. Yeah, he about to. It's about to be a jam. You know, and I've noticed that. So, I want to give you mad respect for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yes, yeah. I'm about to say, yeah, man. But I said we performed a few times together.
Oh yeah.
Do you prefer tracks, or would you like to be performing more with a band behind you?
That is actually something I forgot about the question you asked earlier. That is one of the things I am transitioning over to like a full band. I do feel like some of the elements of the tracks I do be needing, not necessarily like the sounds, but maybe like all the ad-libs and stuff, because like I do a lot of like stacking and like some of that does add a certain presence to the song. But I do know as well like the band can like make up for that.
True.
But no, I'm definitely trying to like rock out with a whole band. Like that's trying to be, not even trying to be, that's about to be like the standard.
NuMainstream collective plug right there.
Listen, we gotta get some work in for sure.
Already.
I'm for it.
Straight like that. But yeah, we're gonna work something out. But going on, moving into future venues, do you have any plans for any more albums you working on? Do you have an album ready that you haven't put out yet, or are you just biding your time, waiting to put out the best stuff you're ever gonna put out?
Like I was saying earlier, I'm in a process to where like, basically I got rid of everything. It's still like precious to me, but it's just like sometimes you just need to start over. So basically I just got rid of everything, and I'm about to start pushing like singles. Okay. And then whenever I make a project, I just get this feeling it's just like it's time for a project. I was there, but then just the need for growth, for real. I was just like, this is good, but I'm not pushing myself far enough. Right. So yeah, a project is definitely coming. I do actually got one in mind. I don't want to drop the name yet because I'm dabbling around with the concept thoroughly, so I don't want to be like, oh, this is what it's going to be, and then it end up not being that. But it will be a project this year for sure.
Say less. That's all I'm looking forward to. But anytime you need some sex, let a brother know.
Vocals, come on.
What I'm saying, you want some vocals on that bad boy too. You already know who to call.
Going back to the tracks versus live band, like what's the feeling like? What's the different feelings you get when you're doing a track and then when you're doing with a live band?
I feel more present with a live band.
Okay.
Like And I like sharing experiences with people and stuff too.
Yeah,
That's one thing I've definitely been learning. Like, this experience isn't just for me. Like, the people that's helping out, regardless of how big or small it is, it's like they getting to experience it just as much as I am. And that's one thing I literally just like started noticing like the last couple of years. But I just feel like when I'm doing, even if it's just I just got a drummer, because some of the times that's all I got.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, just knowing that like somebody else is up here rocking out with me, it just brings a different level of happiness. Like, I still be proud of myself, like when it's just like the track and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just a different feeling when you got people there, like, you know, you sharing the experience.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And I think like for me, like for me personally as an artist, and like just getting that vibe from you again, it's like you're all about the community and like creating memories.
Yeah. That's what this white bandana is for, actually. It's for
word.
Yeah.
Okay.
2017, the fashion industry had came together. They picked a piece to represent, you know, just unity.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what made me even get into it or nothing like that. But like, I just started wearing the white bandana because that's what it's for, like unity.
Oh, that's fine.
See?
Look, my cartel thought that joint was a Paisley shirt. I about to ask him for it. When you done with that shirt, brother, let me know.
So as far as starting over, where what do you want to accomplish in 2025? Going into 2026, we're like fourth into it right now. So
definitely tapping all the way in and locking in with like my fan base, because I do have support, but sometimes I don't be understanding like the amount of support I got, and I think that just comes from a lack of connection.
Yeah.
So definitely like locking in with them, because that's gonna end up turning like my numbers and everything up. It's just like I give them more to support, they're gonna have more to support.
Yeah.
Just all the way around too, not even just with music, with just me with me being present. I definitely got to get back to traveling. I used to do like a whole lot of shows out of state and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I definitely got to get back to traveling, tapping in, and like throwing my own shows for real. Cause like, only time I threw some shows is when I went on tour. I helped out with like the planning and stuff like that. But other than that, I've been getting booked, and I just know it's more that I can do and more experiences that I can help make and stuff like that if I start throwing my own shows.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Throwing your own shows is a different. It's a different vibe. Because you're really you're curating the night. You know what I mean? So it's pretty much, you could pretty much do what you want to do. Whatever you want to give off, you can give off.
Right.
So and I again, I see that in your music. I see that in your stage performance. I see that when you're on stage. I see it in the videos. Like, you're really comfortable with yourself, and you just like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. If you don't like it, oh well, you can hit swipe. You know what I'm saying? And I think I that's real. It's real amenable, because a lot of times, how long you been doing music? Total? Yeah.
Sheesh. I would say like 15 years. 15, 16 years total. But I would say seriously, like, I'm trying to make this a career.
Yeah.
2021.
Okay. Yeah. Do you remember your first show ever?
Yeah.
What was your first show ever?
It's crazy. My first show ever, it was this girl named Janae. She was having a Sweet 16, and obviously we was in high school.
Yeah.
Somebody had went around like, oh nah, the party canceled. So it was like 4 or 5 of us that was supposed to be performing. Everybody else backed down. I was like, nah, she asked me to come perform. I don't care. Like, bruh, this is me just now getting my music out there. Like, what? So I'm like, we still going. So we end up still going. We end up getting some people to still come to the party. And it was crazy, because like my first show ever, I got paid $100. Like, and back then $100 was crazy. So the whole team went to McDonald's and we balled out.
A whole dollar menu.
For real, I got everybody food still had like $90. I was like, oh yeah, we up.
We up. I like
my
that.
First show ever. It was crazy. It was cool.
Yeah. What about 15 years doing shows and stuff, like, you got like any like real memorable moments? Like, have you ever had a moment on stage you'd be like, yo, they really rocking with me?
Yeah. I hate it was like, I feel like the first time I felt that thoroughly, because I like being in spaces where don't nobody know me.
Okay.
I definitely enjoy it when it be like people I do know.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a certain level of bias, because if you already done seen me kill a show before, you're going to be expecting me to kill a show. But if you ain't never seen me before, it's straight pressure. The Coliseum, honestly.
Okay.
Because I had like some sound problems at first. Like the mic wasn't even working. So like I'm rapping, only thing I hear is the monitor, so I'm thinking it's on. We didn't get a sound check. So eventually we get everything situated, and then I start like, literally I'm on the mic and they can hear me and people start clapping immediately. I'm like, all right, cool. And then by the end of it, like they was really like clapping for me and shit.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh no, that's crazy. Like they wasn't just like sitting here because they gotta wait for like who they came to see. Like they was experiencing it. And it was just like, nah, this is cool. This is crazy. I had took some pictures with some people. Yeah. It was this one girl that was in the front. I gotta find her. She literally like made me so comfortable because like she was just going crazy, like literally up, waving her hands, like
yeah,
it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. How long ago was that?
2022.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That just blow your head up, don't it? When you don't even know who that fan is, and they just start acting like that, and they be like, "Why are we fanning out over me like that?"
Listen, I don't even think she was a fan. I think she was just like,
she just loved
I'm
music.
supporting you. Yeah, it was
she
crazy.
She loved the fact you was up there doing your thing. That's like, those are the ones that push you further than anybody else.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
Like the people that don't know you but rock out like you the same, like you on the same level as the people that actually paid the tickets to come see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Them the ones that really are the ones that push us artists like that out there and help us get to where we really truly want to go.
Yeah. So do you, as far as shows, like, do you have any like, because I love to hear the stories, man. Mm-hmm. I'm a story guy. Yeah. So like, you got any stories of like a show where like, it was just like, you was just like, this ain't it. But you got to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I'm not going to name the people because I'm big on like, I'm big on that. I don't know. I don't like making people look bad. Right. But I can say this because me and Matt did a lot of shows together.
Okay.
Matt was there. We was at a show. I was begging for a sound check. We done got there early. They're like, oh yeah, pull up at such and such. The show started this time. Like I think we was 2 hours early, begging for a sound check. Did not get a sound check. So like, I literally had to do like a quick, brief sound check before the show. Like I had to tell people like, hey, we didn't get a sound check. I apologize, but I at least want to make sure this sounds good for y'all. Mm-hmm. So we get everything rolling.
The sound was crazy.
Sound crazy. Music doesn't stop. Because the person that was playing the music never downloaded the music. Yeah. So they trying to play it from their email, and when I send my sets, I send it as one file because I try to make it easy for everybody. Like, I do respect like the individual files, but for me personally, I just think it's easier for me to just like, all right, here go one file. I ain't got to be like, oh, what's the next song? Then they play the wrong song. It kind of take away from the vibe.
Yeah.
So then like that had happened. And then, like, it had stopped again. Then they was trying to find where it was at. Then I was going a cappella. Then it was, like, skipping through it, trying to find it. And it was just like, yo, all we had to do was a sound check. I was so bummed out, too, because it was a space where, like, I didn't really know nobody.
Yeah.
So I was excited. I'm like, oh, yeah, bet, word, whoop-de whoop whoop. All right, because I'm real optimistic. I don't never be like, oh, this is about to be horrible or nothing. Even if I'm having a bad experience, I'm like, it's all right, it's cool. We going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We tried to figure it out. We couldn't.
It wasn't their fault. We definitely was trying our best to have something, work in our favor, but sometimes things don't go your way. But it's like you said, he's an optimist. He was grinning before the end of the night anyway.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I remember that night. That was I needed one heck of a drink when I got home from
Man, listen.
So how did y'all link up?
It was through what we called it, the Diamond Factory.
Yeah, I feel like I had met you before.
We've met before that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't remember when. I probably was like at the Artist Block or something.
Yeah.
I think I seen you perform at the Artist Block. It was like one of the first times we met, and you were dope back then. But we started being in the same circles. Every Sunday, we would go meet up at Diamond Factory and just try to push out content and make music or whatever.
Yeah,
and Jabron, we would hit Soul Lab like every Sunday, and Jabron would come in. And I just remember, like, Jabron would say, "What's up?" to everybody. He'd go into the studio, and you could hear him working. Like he would dap everybody up. He wasn't really, like, like he said, he's quiet. He likes kind of like being to himself. And he would come in and start working on his own stuff. Like he's producing his own stuff. Like I'm listening to him put the stuff together in the room, and I be sitting there trying to like write or like help somebody with something, and I be stuck listening to Jabron. 'Cause I could hear him going off. Like I was like, dude, I want to go in the room with him.
Right.
And so I messed around and told him one day. I was like, hey man, anytime you need some sax on them fire ass tracks you making, let me know. And then it's been cake ever since.
Nah, for real. We actually got a track together too. I got Matt singing on the track. It's crazy.
Yeah, about to say we did some work together. He got me on the track, so I did some vocals for him. We tried to put it out, but some unforeseen things kind of came to fruition. But we're not gonna go into that.
It's coming though. It's coming.
But it's all great. Y'all gonna be hearing that song soon. It's a really good song. He came up with the concept. All he had me do was sing on it. That's all I did was just
You
sing.
bring it to life.
But this man, like, when he say he's a writer, he is a writer. It's a beautiful song. I like the concept that he had going with it and everything. So yeah, like you said, it's coming. We're gonna have that one out there soon. But let's see. Going back to future plans, are you and the other two fellas of the big three of this area planning on having any other shows within this year or within the next few months, perhaps, maybe, hopefully?
I can't necessarily say because everybody kind of been in their own space. But it's possible for real because like even like the last show, it was just like hey, y'all want to do a show? All right, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So I can't necessarily say for sure. I will say I definitely got music with everybody.
Right.
We trying to get everything squared away and released because one thing I'm trying to get more comfortable with is just like, yo, ain't nobody telling us we can't do it. So like, why not just drop?
Right.
Like there's no rules, no regulations, no label, no nothing. Let's just drop and push this music because like that's what this scene need because we already done showed it like yo, we dope as fuck, y'all dope as fuck. There's some other people that's dope as fuck. Literally, we got everything we need here. Only thing we got to do is prove to like the city like nah, what we doing is worth it and what we doing is special. So yeah, it's gonna be something that's gonna come for sure.
Bet, because I'm looking forward to seeing y'all do y'all thing again. And maybe we can get some more people up there, you know what I'm saying, and make it a bigger venue the next time, you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talent out here. We've been saying that joint forever. There's a lot of talent out here, especially just in the Triad area. You know what I'm saying? Coming straight out of Greensboro, man. Like, there's a lot of talent out here that's getting overlooked just because there's so many of us.
Yeah.
And then there's not enough venues for us to, all hit. And it's like a lot of the same venues. Flat pushes out a lot of people. I'm truly appreciative. The Flatiron, there's a couple other venues. Artist Block is a great space for the younger artists to go ahead and, make their moves and start trying to learn how to perform and stuff out there. But yeah, there's not very many venues for us that support what we're doing, but there are venues that will bend a little bit, try to make something. They're all about the culture of the music.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I do love about Greensboro. It's been growing. When it comes to the music scene, we are trying to do a little bit more and continue to bring in more people, which I do enjoy.
Yeah.
But y'all don't have to bring in people. Y'all got local talent right here.
Facts.
And y'all don't have to spend that amount of money, but you should on your local artists.
I feel you that.
We
Yeah.
are out here and we're just waiting for our opportunity.
Yeah.
But like we said, we're gonna start doing more to create our opportunities. I think that would be awesome. So we could definitely work together and put some stuff together.
Let's do it.
Let's definitely do it. But yeah, Kyron, you got any?
I'm picking Jabron's brain.
I'm ready.
So outside, so like who is Jabron outside of music?
That's a crazy question because I was just literally asking myself that on the way here. Who are you?
Who is Forever Jabron?
Yeah.
Jabron outside of music. It's funny because I almost don't. I'm so indulged in music. There's like nothing else for real.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just a quiet person. I like anime for sure.
There we go.
I'm big on anime.
What's your favorite
PlayStation.
anime?
My favorite anime, I'm gonna say my favorite one is Dragon Ball Z.
Represent.
But I really, really like Hunter x Hunter.
Good shit.
And what else? I've been watching Invincible. I don't know if that counts as an anime, but Invincible.
Invincible,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, Invincible.
Yeah,
But
right.
I'm a comic book geek, so yeah, I'm with you on that.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
watch it for sure.
Yeah.
And you watch is one of the ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I got hope for Demon Slayer. It be getting shaky, but like
This last season was a little shaky, but I feel like it's like when they just had like one of those long like intermission arcs where it's kind of like you know what I'm saying? How they had like random intermission.
They do that with anime a lot.
Yeah,
I noticed
so
that.
It's one of those like kind of like intermission arcs. It's integral to the story, but it's about to get back better. Hopefully. Fingers, eyes, and toes crossed.
Yeah.
There's so much potential there.
Right.
I got a couple more questions. All right.
Oh, yeah, ask as many as you want.
We gonna do. Hey, Matt, I used to watch. You ever watch Inside the Actor Studio? Okay. I think I memorized the questions he asked.
Oh wow.
So shout out, rest in peace to James Lipton because these are some fire questions. All right.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite curse word?
Favorite cuss word? Fuck.
Yeah, several times already.
What's a sound or noise that you love?
A sound or noise that I love? Snare drums.
Ooh, good one. What's a sound or noise that you hate?
Styrofoam.
Oh yeah. That squeak is ridiculous.
What profession other than music would you like to pursue?
I wouldn't necessarily say a motivational speaker.
Okay.
But something to do with motivation, like motivational something, like traveling and inspiring people. But I wouldn't necessarily want to be a speaker.
Okay. What's a profession you wouldn't want to do?
Fast food again.
I had a feel. I know how you feel. I would never go back to fast food, bro.
And last question. See if I remember it. Yep, I got it. If heaven exists and God, and you walk into the pearly gates, what would you want God to say to you?
Well done.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
Same question?
Same questions, yeah.
Oh, I hope and pray that he says well done.
That's right.
I please and thank you. I've been trying my best to use the talent you gave me to bring people together. So
I feel
that's
you.
all I was trying to do.
Also, too, Jabron, I was thinking too. What is your process when you create your videos? Do you just do the song? Do you be like, all right, cool? Or do you ever like create a song and be like, you know what, this song is gonna be dope if I do a video to it? Or do you just do it off the vibe of the song? Or how do you come? Because your videos are very. If I had to compare them, they're like indie art films.
That's crazy.
In a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the vibe he was going with.
Yeah. Like I watched the video, I was like, oh, this is more indie art. Because some people just do and no disrespect to any artist that's doing videos, but some artists just, especially in rap, a lot of rap artists I feel like do videos just for the sake of having a video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same scene, couple scenes me rapping, you switching the verses and stuff, but like yours are very like indie-esque, like type vibe and like. So that's why I was wondering, like, do you watch a lot of movies? Are you influenced by that when you think of the videos that you do?
Oh yeah, I do watch I was watching a lot of movies. Lately I haven't found the time to I've been trying to squeeze it in there.
Yeah.
But this is one of the things too, I guess it falls into who is like Jabron. I went to school for cinematography and lighting. So like I do like photo shoots, video shoots, and stuff like that. And I'm real big on like natural lighting and things of that nature. So that's where that kind of pulls from. But as far as like a certain like concept, sometimes I just be winging it for real.
Okay.
I just I know it'll be somewhere dope. I'm like, all right, Ben, I'm just pull out this camera. I want to shoot a video. We're gonna find some spaces. There has been some that I've literally sat down and like written out and like, all right, I need this like this. I need this like this, or at least look for this feel.
Yeah.
But, there's definitely I don't know. I'm real big on like angles and like color and like consistency. So I be thinking like, what can I do to make this like interesting? The same thing with like putting my set together. Like, what shots can I get that'll make people feel like, okay, that was quick, or I want to watch it again, or like, I need more, like, that's the kind of feel I be going for. Also, too, just something to where it's just like, it looks familiar, but it ain't familiar, but it's still comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, like, you want to give them, like, oh, I know the type of vibe, but you still, like, a lot of times you're like, oh, I know the vibe, but you like, whoa, hold up. Did he just flip the word right there? Mm-hmm. Or, like sometimes, there's one video I know. It was a live band thing you did. Mm-hmm. It was in a studio, and it kind of had this indie look to it. Like it was you. I know it was a drummer, it was a bass player. It was real dope. Mm-hmm. And I was looking at it, I was like, that's got like a. I'm trying to think of a good movie, because I'm a real big movie head. But it had like a independent, like Kevin Smith Clerks type of vibe, the way it was shot. Mm-hmm. So now that makes sense in my head. Like, damn, you went to school for cinematography. Where'd you go to school for cinematography?
Living Arts College in Raleigh.
Oh, nice. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that explains a lot. See, I'm learning stuff from the interview, Matt.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm telling you, bro. He's a monster, and he's so humble and quiet. Like he said, he's quiet. He doesn't like bragging on himself. Well, I think he should, but
I be feeling bad.
I know how you feel. But going to movies. What's one of your favorite movies to watch?
One of my favorite movies. It's this movie called Immortals.
Okay.
Y'all seen that?
Movie.
Yes, sir.
That's probably like my favorite movie for real.
Okay, I'm about to say it's one you can pop in and watch it no matter how many times you've seen it.
No matter. No matter.
I love those type of movies that make you want to watch it over and over, even though you've seen it. Them the ones. The ones.
Have y'all seen Mufasa?
Not yet.
That's one of the ones too. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen it once. I've been dying to watch it again. I've been trying to find every excuse to go see. I'm gonna get all the kids. I'm like, all right, listen, we about to have a movie night.
Right.
Yeah.
But Mufasa is definitely one of the ones too.
Good stuff. I'm about to say, I know that was supposed to be a good one. I was gonna take my son, but no, he told me nah, because he's 14 now. So he was like, I don't watch no Mufasa, daddy.
Man, come on.
I was trying to take him, like, man, they remade a movie from my childhood, son. We got to see this.
Yeah, we got to go see this.
Got to go see this. Oh, I don't want to see no Mufasa, daddy.
Are you you like comedies, sci-fi? What do you like as far as movies?
Everything, really. I be trying to stay away from, like, I don't know the genre necessarily, but like the sad movies.
Oh, the dramas and stuff like that.
Yeah, I try to stay away from those, but like literally everything. John Wick, the series, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Action adventure.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen this one movie, it was called A Fault in Our Stars. It was a love movie.
Great movie.
Listen, I was in the movie theater like, you bet not. This girl beside me, she just poured down tears.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, what are you doing?
Yeah, that joke will make you cry.
Is that about old girl who's sick and she falls in love? A Fault in Our Stars?
I know somebody's sick. It's been so long since I've seen it, I couldn't tell you necessarily who's sick. Was the girl sick?
I believe it was the girl sick.
Yeah.
I know what you. I think I know what you're talking about.
Boy.
Yeah.
That'll make even the strongest man be like, "Don't you cry, don't you cry." You get back in there, you stupid tear.
It was a little tear right there. I was like, man, I feel so bad for these people. It ain't even real, but it's just like I be connected. Like, man.
Hey.
You know, man, you know what? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. You saying you was a general manager, man? I wish you would have hired me. I would work for you. You seem like you a real cool general. You was a real cool general manager.
Oh no, I was on the floor.
Huh?
Yeah, I was on the floor with everybody.
Okay.
That's love right there.
Yeah. I definitely would have. I was right here on Spring Garden when they had opened it up.
Yeah.
And then I was in Mebane.
Oh, nice.
But not yet. It was cool.
Yeah.
I definitely felt like, not even being biased, I ran like the best shifts and everything, even before I became the general manager, because I was just like, yo, we not about to have no hard day. This is burgers and fries. We can give people their food. Right. We just gonna let it go.
Right. Why is it so hard?
Right.
Then I was real chill too. I was just like, you gonna show up high? That's cool. Just like, keep your composure. You gonna show up drunk? Don't be too drunk. Make sure we can't smell the alcohol. It was just like, just show up. We gonna get the rest of it there, but just show up. Right. You already know fast food, man. Yeah, that's one of the worst industries for real.
The turnaround on those is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, just like get listen to you talking. So I was like, man, you probably will too. Like, hey, yo, Jabron, I am gonna be a little late. Yo, man, as long as you get here between this time, I'm good.
Nah,
like,
for real, I need you to show up, so I ain't gotta stay.
yeah.
I'm trying to leave early, good. Come on.
I remember like when I first became a general manager.
Yeah.
It was in Mebane. I don't even know how. Oh yeah, I do. But I don't even know how I ended up there. But I was dating one of the employees at this other store when I was an assistant, and her sister was the GM, and then her sister snitched on me, so I got kicked out the store. So I ended up at this store in Mebane. I don't know what happened to the GM before me, but like I literally worked like 2 months straight without a day off. Because like that shit was a shit show. By the time I got everything straight, we was good.
Yeah.
But boy, I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what you mean you not showing up? It was this one family. They had like 3-4 family members there. I ain't have no problems with nobody but the dad. He just kept doing crazy shit. Then I had to fire him. I used to feel so bad. It's like, bruh, I'm not firing you because I want to. I'm firing you because of your actions. And then he came back and apologized and stuff. I was like, I still can't give you a job. I can't. Because like, I gave people like 1,000 chances. It's just like,
Yeah.
probably like 3-4 to be real. But it was just like, yo, even that's too many. Because the lady that trained me, her name is Danielle. We still cool. Bruh, she gonna give you a couple chances. But after you play with her, she like, out of here.
Yeah.
Out of here. Out of here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, you know what? These people is turning me somebody I don't want to be. But it was cool though.
Yeah. Do any of your old coworkers, do they support your music? Like, yo, I see you out there. You ever get that?
Yeah, it's funny because I tried to hide it. I was in there like, yeah, I ain't never say nothing until someone was like, yeah, we found you on Instagram or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Or somebody comes to the drive, they're like, oh yeah, you still making music? You make music? Ah, man. But nah, yeah, actually, my boss, Danielle, she be pulling up to shows and everything still, and people be on like Facebook, Instagram, social media supporting and stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be funny because like nobody knew, but like, I don't know, they real supportive of it. It's just like, okay, that's cool. Not everybody, but the people that like fuck with it, and it's just like, I appreciate that.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, how do you deal with maneuvering around Greensboro, around the tryout? Like, how do you, like, what do you look for in working with other artists? What do you look for? Stuff like that.
I just say, like, the same drive that I got, in a sense of how serious you're taking it.
Yeah.
Because, like, really, I'm a big fan of, like, numbers don't matter, but it's just, like, when we going against the industry and stuff like that, numbers do matter. But I'm just like, if you got the talent and the drive and you're really going to be working and pushing, it's like, we can work.
Yeah.
I don't even care about nothing else. As long as you take it as serious as I do, because, like, for me, this is it. There's no, like, plan B.
Yeah.
Like, my plan B is, hey, you better make plan A work.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that serious?
Yeah.
Like, we can work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best plan B ever.
Do you? Yeah, I like that. That's dope. That's dope. Like, do you feel like working with when you in these rooms with other artists? Do you sense it, or is it something that you gotta like see, or there's like something like a vibe another artist might give off? You be like, you know what, I might want to vibe with him, or yo, I like the way she did X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna work with her. Like, do you have those discussions with yourself, or do you just be like, whoever comes into the area, you just, you know what I mean?
It's a bit of both. So, like, sometimes I just be done seeing somebody so much, it's just like, yo, I see you working, I'm working, I know we working the same, like, let's work. Because that's how me and Scales end up locking in. Like,
Okay.
We passed each other for like 2 years. Oh, yeah, we gonna work. And then one day, we locked in, and it was just like song. Show, traveling, show, song.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it was. Just the level of like, all right, I see you, but like, are you really doing this?
Yeah.
And then sometimes it might be somebody that's just like, yeah, I can see it. Like, you know how you meet somebody who's like, nah, there's something special about them. If they get around the right people and they don't fall around the wrong crowds, like, their talent is gonna grow, like, and it's gonna be crazy. And I like to work with people like that as well. It's just like, okay, I see it. Because I remember, like, I wanted somebody like that, and I didn't have anybody, so I want to make sure that I'm somebody that's able to, like, help push people forward for real.
Yeah. Dope. Yeah. That's, man. I'm just saying, bro. The genius is in the room.
Forever Jabron, y'all.
Conversations of greatness, all of us, for real.
Yeah. not to get on the soapbox, I just I think it's very healthy for us artists to start having these conversations like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just not even like I'm doper than you, your show, like no, just have some real in-depth conversations just to see where, because every artist's motivation could be different. You know what I mean? So I think once you figure out people's motivations, you can kind of know where to put them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Nah, I'm big on that too. I'm definitely a fan of like conversations because like I really don't be saying much, but if we start talking, I'm gonna talk for sure. Like, if you catch me at the show, I might be like, "What's up, chill?" 1, 2, 3 words, whatever like that. We ever get a chance to sit down and she's like, "Yeah, we can talk all day for real."
Yeah.
Because I like you said, understanding people, picking people's brains, trying to see like how they think and how they feel, and like, cause that's gonna end up letting me know like what kind of music we can make and stuff too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, the songs I make with Matt might not be the same songs I make with you.
Right.
But
Right.
both of the songs that we all making are still dope. It's just like, all right, I know Matt is gonna go crazy on this like reminiscent, love feeling songs, like something that pulls for a certain energy and emotion. And I know with you, like we can go crazy on some hip hop boom bap shit, like, you know.
Yeah.
But just from conversations and like watching you and like learning and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's dope, especially with the rap scene, the hip hop rap scene too. I think you know the artists starting to vibe a little bit better. I mean, you see it, but for me, it's just like it should be natural though. Yeah. It should be. Sometimes you could tell. I don't know if you could tell, but you ever hear somebody's music, not like nobody locally, just like you be like, yo, that shit was kind of forced. Like you could tell they just did that just because they trying to get numbers. So you could like, whatever the hottest sound is at that time, they do a song like that. You be like, yeah, but that ain't really they lane.
Right.
You know, so that's.
I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah.
But she apparently won a Grammy for it.
See.
I ain't say no names.
I ask you about that one later. I think I know who, but I'm gonna ask you about it later to be sure.
Yeah. So who's in your playlist, man? Who you vibing to, you rocking to? Either independent or whatever. Like, what do you listen to a lot?
I listen to Tim's damn near every day. In the morning when I'm waking up, when I'm taking a shower, when I'm cooking, I got Tim's on. Nobody necessarily like, if I see somebody drop some music, I end up playing a song, then I play like, just go through their catalog. I don't necessarily have nobody I'd be like going to like, besides Tim's, I'm gonna be real, that's it. Like Tim's, I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna put this Tim's on, for real. But nah, I just be listening to people for real. I do know like, whenever I'm like, sometimes I do get, not necessarily influenced, but I be listening to too much music, so I will get in the space where it's just like, oh no, I'm not listening to nothing but myself.
Yeah, I can.
Just so like I don't, cause it's easy to be influenced. Like whether we admit it or not, it's just like I can like, oh, I like the way this cadence is, or I like the way this song is. I like how that feel. I wonder how I could do like my interpretation of that, or how I could take from that and add it to my style. So sometimes I just be having to like cut everything off.
Yeah. You ever do that? Yeah. You ever had those things like you be writing something or you be creating, you be like, yo, why am I sounding like this? And you be like, man, I was just listening, for me, like, damn, I was just listening to Rick Ross not too long ago. Like, that's not even, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, every time I see Cole live, J. Cole, bruh, I be like, in my rapper bag, for real. Let me show these niggas how good I can rap.
Right.
I ain't even trying to battle nobody, but it's just like, just in case anybody ever thought about it.
Let me
go ahead and put
keep this
down.
bullet over here just in case.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
Somebody's name on the set of the side. Just in case.
Like, just in case, let me keep these skills sharp.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Cole, I don't know. It's just influential. I like being inspired. I like being motivated and stuff like that. Not even by necessarily a certain person, just like I like seeing people do good.
Yeah.
Like, I really be happy. Like even when y'all be killing shows and shit, like that's what really get me excited about like making music locally and stuff like that. It's just like, yo, y'all not see these niggas is going crazy? Like y'all not see what's going on? Like we getting to witness like something start from the bottom up. And it's just like it'd be the same with everybody with like Scales, fucking Chelsea Simone. I don't want to start name dropping because I'll forget somebody. Niggas like, you forgot me. But it's just like, it'd be a lot of people like, yo, y'all are really going crazy. And it's just like, these people acting like they don't see y'all going crazy. I'm going to just go ahead and accept it and just like be a fan for this moment. Like, and we talk it and chop it up, it's just like, it's back to normal. But when y'all on stage and shit like that, I'm like, hey, I'm not no rapper, nigga. I'm a fan. Like, I appreciate what niggas is doing. Like, y'all not see this? This is like art. This is love. Like, bruh.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, yo, like you know, as performing artists, you know, you always be performing, right? So when you have that opportunity to really just be a fan, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it means so much more.
Yeah, or like even like I say, scrolling through your videos, I'd be like, damn that shit. How the hell did he? That is dope. And he lived about 50-mile radius from me. Like to me, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's so I really definitely feel what you're saying about that. Yeah, you fan out, but then you also respect him for being an artist. Because honestly, I think as we all grow up and we get more into this musical thing and we take those next plateaus, I personally believe, and I'm just gonna put it out there, like I don't want to meet a lot of my idols.
Me neither.
Because I know I'm gonna be disappointed.
Man.
Right. Shoot, my idols is the ones that I'm rubbing elbows with right now.
Right.
Seeing these people, you know what I'm saying? These people that's in the same scene with me, you know what I'm saying? Like these are people I look up to. Like I see them grinding, they make me want to continue to grind, you know what I'm saying? Every time I come to a rehearsal and y'all just dab me up and be like, what's up, bro, and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, that's what keep me going. Like just being able to see y'all continue to thrive and make y'all music and, you know what I'm saying, live in it, you know what I'm saying? Like be living, like, and thriving emotionally and not just, you know what I'm saying, thriving musically, but thriving wholeheartedly, like in the moment, like living in the moment. Like that's one of the things I love about you, Brian, like watching you perform, like you really love what you're doing and it shows. And I think that's why people rock with you, because like your emotion like comes through while you're performing and like the way you perform on stage. Like what you're saying comes out in the way you move your body to how you know what I'm saying, how you present yourself to the crowd. And I remember watching you like before we started playing together one time. Like it was I think it was that time that I walked up to you and was like, yo, we gotta perform together one day. And I remember I think it was at the Artist Block. And you had said, I don't remember the line right now, but you had said something. I remember you like balled your fist up and stomped and you was like, and you like laid your point across, and I was like, yo, it's not too many art. Like I had watched all these other guys perform before you, and granted they weren't bad performances, but they lacked the emotional attachment to what they were presenting. So when you came out and you walked on stage, you were more humble than all of them. Like you weren't talking their big game like some of them had to do. Like Kyron was saying, it's like they try to prove it to themselves before they prove it to us. Like you already know, like you already knew before they called your name what you had and what you were about to, you know, put out and what we were about to experience. Like you knew the experience you were bringing, and what makes me enjoy watching you perform, like I said, is how you portray every word that, you know what I'm saying, that you're spitting, and how your performance reflects the words that you've written. And I literally fell in love with your performance. I think it influenced me to be more fluid, more relaxed with how I perform also. And I think that's one of the reasons why I've been doing so much better with my performing. Like I've always been kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not anxious, but our biggest critic. And I start critiquing myself before I even perform. Like I get up there and I might start critiquing myself the minute I say something to the crowd. Like, I'll be like, what's good, everybody? And I'll be like, God, that was whack.
Hey, we all have been there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, nah, like it's just something about watching you perform, like seeing you and Scales and Santana, like how y'all already have like this full on performance, and it's not a performance, it's just you're unapologetically who you are. It's I think it's amazing. And I guess we're about to wrap it up. But and did you have anything else you wanted to ask him, Karen?
I have nothing, sir.
Nothing. He's asked all his questions. I think I've said my piece. I love watching you perform. I hope to see you perform some more, and I look forward to everything that you got coming out in the future. Hopefully the near future. But yeah, so this has been NuMainstream Talks. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. We are out there. Like I said, NuMainstream. You can see it on the right there. NU Mainstream. NU new like the Nubian kings and queens that you are. Took JR's line. Hope you enjoyed it. Mainstream. We are the NuMainstream Radio. We are NuMainstream Talks. Giving a shout out to my boy Jabron. Go ahead and let him know where they can find you at.
You can follow me everywhere at Forever Jabron. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, foreverjabron.com. You can Google Forever Jabron, and everything gonna come up about who I is or who I was, and that's how we giving it up.
Get you some.
Yeah.
King Kai.
Yeah, and I'm Kyron Scott. You can, Black vs. Kai, all platforms. Thanks, Forever Jabron,
Thank y'all.
my brother, for coming out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And it's your boy Matt on Sax. You know where you can find me, Matt on Sax again, because every time I come out there, you go be like, oh, I'm going to see that man again. And Matthew Miller on Facebook. I swear to God, I'm the only black Matthew Miller on the entire Eastern Seaboard. Holla at your boy. Let's get it.
Peace.
1, 2.